Hey guys, these are the notes for adding and subtracting polynomials, which is basically just combining like terms. So this is stuff that we've already done before at the beginning of the school year. So if you notice for the first problem here, it looks like we need to, says directions simplify. So what we need to do is first distribute. And remember, to distribute means it's a form of multiplication, okay? So basically means we're multiplying. And it's always helpful if we circle what we're distributing, which is basically whatever the number is outside the parentheses. So in this first problem, I'm going to circle the number 3 because that's outside my parentheses. And then I'm going to draw my arrow showing where I'm distributing. So 3 times x is 3x. I have to distribute to everything inside the parentheses. So 3 times positive 2 is positive 6. Notice this is a 3x, that's a positive 6. They can't combine, so therefore that is the answer, 3x plus 6. Now let's look at the next one. Notice this time the number I'm distributing is on the other side. It's backwards, but it still works out the same. So 6 times 7 is 42. Now I got to distribute one more time. 6 times negative 3x, negative 18x, okay, that's a 42, that's just a plain number, negative 18x, notice these two things don't combine. Why? Because the 42 doesn't have an x as well, so therefore the final answer is negative 18x plus 42. Alright? Same idea, okay, notice I see some distribution, but I also notice that I might have to also combine some like terms on these two examples. So let's go ahead and work these out. First one, what I noticed about the first one is I have to distribute twice. So let's do it with the first number, which is 2. So 2 times m, 2m, 2 times 1, positive 2. Now the second number I'm distributing, notice there's a negative sign. And anytime there's a negative sign, I'm going to put a negative 1 there. So what I'm basically distributing is a negative 1. So negative 1 times 7m is negative 7m. And negative 1 times negative 4 turns it into a positive 4. Now let's see if we can combine anything. I'm going to put one line underneath the 2m. What looks just like it? The negative 7m. Then I'm going to put 2 lines underneath the 2, which is just a plain number. Is there another plain number? The positive 4. So when we combine, we add, okay? So I'm adding 2m plus negative 7m, which is negative 5m. And then I'm going to add 2 plus positive 4, which is positive 6. I can't go any further in combining, so there's our answer. Number 4, same concept. Notice the first parentheses, there's no number outside to distribute. Second parentheses, that's a positive 1, which that's okay, so I'm still not distributing anything there. So there's no distribution at all in this problem, so I'm just going to rewrite the whole thing without the parentheses because there's no need for them. So all I need to do is combine like terms. The 3x combines with the positive 6x. The negative 3 combines with the negative 9. Remember, when we combine, we add. 3x plus positive 6x is 9x. And negative 3 plus negative 9 is negative 12. We can't combine any further, so that would be our answer. Number 5. The sum of the degree measures of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So what that first sentence is basically saying is that because sum, hopefully we know, means add. So if we add up all of the angles of a triangle, it's going to equal, because we know the word is means equals, 180 degrees. So we can actually write out our problem, okay, because we want to figure out what x is. So I'm going to write 3x plus 2 plus 2x plus 10 plus 7x minus 8 is supposed to be equal to 180. So notice those are the three different angles, okay, right here that I'm getting from this triangle. Notice it says degrees. That little circle right there means degrees. So that's how I know it's an angle that I'm talking about. And it's going to add up to 180 degrees. So all I'm really doing here is looking to combine like terms, and then we'll figure out what x is. So I'm going to underline the 3x, the positive 2x, the positive 7x. I'm going to draw two lines underneath the positive 2, positive 10, and the negative 8, because those things combine. So x is all combined, and that gives me 3x plus 2x plus 7x is 12x. And then 2 plus 10 is 12, and 12 plus a negative 8 is positive 4 equals 180 degrees. Notice the question specifically does ask us to solve and find the value of x, which we know to do. I'm going to write three letters to help me out here, B, C, D. First thing I need to do is box my variable, which is the 12x. Okay, second thing, I need to cancel what's beside it by doing the opposite, so let's subtract 4. So I get 12x equals 176. My last step, D4, divide, and divide everything by 12. And let's see what we get. X equals, when you do this, you get a decimal, which is a 14.6, but we're just going to round it up to 15. Now, if I really wanted you guys to, I could ask you to plug in 15 into each one of those angles, right? And figure out what is each angle here worth, if I wanted to, okay? So just a little, food for thought, and I'll actually give you 5 bonus points if you actually do that work and give me the 3 answers to those 3 different angles. Find the perimeter of the triangle. This is pretty straightforward. How do you find the perimeter of a triangle? Well, hopefully you know that to find the perimeter of a triangle, you simply just add up all the sides. There's no secret formula for it. So I'm just going to simply write 7x minus 4 plus 3x minus 2 plus 4x plus 12. All right, so we're just straightforward, combine like terms. 7x plus the 3x plus the 4x. Negative 4 plus negative 2 plus 12. So let's see what we get when we combine our like terms. 7x plus 3x is 10x. 10x plus 4x is 14x. All right, now to combine our plain numbers. Negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6. And negative 6 plus 12 is positive 6. So the perimeter of this triangle, okay, is 14x plus 6. 7. Find the missing side if the perimeter equals 7x plus 6. So telling us that the whole thing, okay, is 7x plus 6. Well, in order to find this missing side, we basically need to subtract the two sides we do know. So, in other words, we need to add these two sides together and then subtract it from the whole perimeter. So let's see what we get. Let's add the two sides we have. 2x plus 4 plus x minus 1. Combine like terms, 2x plus 1x. And then the 4 combines with the negative 1. So that gives us 2x plus 1x is 3x. 4 plus a negative 1, positive 3. Well, hopefully you guys noticed something right here. This also looks like a problem of distribution, okay? Because I have this negative 1 right here where I have to distribute. So I didn't change the 7x plus 6. but I am going to distribute this negative 1. Minus 3x, because negative 1 times 3x is negative 3x. And negative 1 times a positive 3, negative 3. Now we look to combine like terms. 7x combines with the negative 3x. Positive 6 combines with the negative 3. So our final answer is 7x plus negative 3x is 4x. And positive 6 plus negative 3 is positive 3. So there's the missing side for our triangle. The dimensions of a rectangle are represented by 11x minus 8 and 3x plus 5. Represent the perimeter of the rectangle. Now we do have a perimeter formula that we can follow, which is 2 times L plus 2 times W. So we'll go ahead and do that. So what's usually helpful though is if you take the time and actually draw a rectangle for yourself, okay? So go ahead and draw a rectangle. And you can even go ahead and you can label it with its dimensions that were given in the word problem. Now technically if I wanted to, I could finish writing it all across and just add up all these sides, right? Or I could follow the formula 2L plus 2W. Really up to you, whatever you think is easier. Okay, but I'm just going to use a formula so we practice distribution. 2 times L plus 2 times W. Let's say that 11x minus 8 is the L and 3x plus 5 is our W. So 11x, not plus, that's minus 8. And then the W, 3x plus 5. Distributing here, so let me circle this 2. 2 times 11x is 22x. 2 times negative 8, negative 16. Notice I have to distribute one more time. 2 times 3x, 6x. 2 times 5, 10. Combine like terms. 22x goes with the 6x. Negative 16 goes with the positive 10. So our final answer is, for the perimeter of this rectangle, 22x plus 6x is 28x. Negative 16 plus positive 10 gives us negative 6. So there's our perimeter. Like I said, hopefully this was a review for all of you and you didn't have a hard time doing this, and some of you might have tried without the notes. So see you guys in class. Thank you for doing your homework.